What do you plan to go through in this course? We'll be starting with the basics of a spreadsheet application. So looking at the basics of Excel, how do we create new files in Excel, how do we print in Excel, just some of the fundamentals of working with Excel that we need to understand, the interface, navigating, and all of those things. Then after we go into data entry in Excel, there are certain rules around data entry. How do you enter data efficiently and almost error-free? And how do you sort, filter data and do some basic data entry processes? So all of those will be covered in Module 2 of this course. Then in Module 3, we have functions. So there are numerous functions in Excel, as you would already know. All of these functions are not what we'll go through, because apparently depending on the business that you are in, you most likely would not need to go through all of these functions. You would not need to work with all of them. So there are certain ones that are most common depending on regardless of the business. We'll focus on that, and then we'll look at some advanced function for you to automate your reporting within Excel. We'll talk about data validation. So this is a key thing when it comes to how you manage data in Excel, especially if the spreadsheet will be used by a number of people. You want to be able to validate the data that will be entered so people do not enter data erroneously. And data validation is also key to certain level of automations that you may want to do in Excel. Then we talk about the new set of functions that we have in Excel, which are the array functions. Array functions are technically functions that you are capable of returning more than one result, and they can do much more. So it brings about some level of flexibility. We'll see them in the modules that are designated for this. How do you format your data in Excel? What are some of the rules around it? What are some of the best practices? How do you get your spreadsheets to be good looking so that it is visually appealing to users? Then we talk about working with tables in Module 7 of the course. Module 8 will be about reporting with pivot table. So pivot table is one of the key tools that you should have a good angle on when you are using Excel for analysis. It comes with a lot of inherent features that would be valuable to your data analysis in Excel. Then we go into data visualization. This is a key aspect as well when it comes to reporting. You want to be able to visualize your data in the best way, deploying some good formatting for your visuals, arranging things the nice way. How do you make the choice of the right visual for a particular scenario? All of this would be discussed in Module 9. Then we talk about protection and security. Data has to be protected. Your workbook has to be protected. You need to know how to manage all of these protection features. And we talk about Power Pivot. So Power Pivot is another tool that works with Excel. We'll be looking at that in a module of the course. We would have an introduction to macros and VBA in this course as well, and then we end it with building professional dashboards in Excel. So the plan is not to go through these modules in sequence. So what I've done is that we have this in different levels. So at the end of this course, there will be 4 different sub-courses. We have the beginners, we have the intermediate, the advanced, and the mastery. And the 13 modules have been splitted into all of these ladders. So which means that at the beginner level, there will be the focus for this will be some part of the modules. But one thing that you may notice eventually is that in all of these levels, function as a module will come in all of them, because there are some functions that are beginners. There's some functions that are for intermediate, some functions for advanced, and some for mastery, in my opinion. So I've created this based on my experience and based on what I see people need, and based on the difficulty level that might come with using all of this. So this is the plan for this course. I'm starting the creation with a beginner level, so which the plan is to release content every day, every work day. So 5 days of the week you will have a content to be released. So I'm imploring you to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so that you get updated as soon as the new content's coming. So we're starting with the beginners. Let's go in.